Hello and welcome to today's episode of Demystifying Microsoft. We're once again chatting about the exciting transition of Big Green IT into Sourcepass, Microsoft Center of Excellence. And so today our guest is Chuck, our Chief Executive Officer here at Sourcepass. How you doing today, Chuck?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely, it's fun to chat about this stuff. So, Chuck, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and a little bit about Sourcepass, as people maybe know Big Green IT, but they don't know as much about Sourcepass. We've been part of the team for 18 months, but it's been kind of quiet, and we're kind of making a big deal out of it. So, fill in some of the details for us.
Yeah, well, first of all, exciting times for the Microsoft Center of Excellence, and the team are doing a great job as we launched that practice area. I'm one of the co-founders of the company, along with Rolly Points and Bruce Sims. We've been in the tech-enabled services space for a while, most notably Vonage. And just like Sourcepass, we're on a mission there to help people navigate voice and telephony solutions, and had a lot of lessons learned there that we brought into Sourcepass with the goal to help businesses of all sizes navigate what's becoming a increasingly more complex process of technology. And so that's why we started the business, and that's what brought us here. And the MCOE is a step in the direction of helping fulfill that thesis we've had for about half a decade now.
That's awesome. What originally drew you to Big Green IT as an acquisition target, as a company you wanted to collaborate with?
So met Big Green IT, Nathan, through your former company, Machine Logic. You and Dan Johnson introduced us to them, and what caught my eye personally was the way you spoke about them. You were very passionate about their offering, how well they can navigate the Microsoft ecosystem. And, in the world of technology, you really can't be an IT services or security provider if you have not mastered Microsoft delivery. As our portfolio becomes more broad, the need and dependency on Microsoft becomes more broad. And we're finding ways to make sure we could help our clients consume that portfolio efficiently. And that's when we met Jeff Rogers, the founder of Big Green IT, and his entrepreneurial spirit, his passion about clients. He was super technical, the way that just the energy of that team, that was something that we wanted culturally, but it's also paired with a lot of really good, deep engineering Microsoft talent that we knew we needed. And I didn't say it in the first meeting, but we were sold right at the table there. We wanted to do some type of merger activity because we knew that they were something that was missing at Sourcepass. And so we chased it down for about half a year and got it done. And here we are today.
Well, I think it's interesting, knowing the history of the company and, being a part of a previous acquisition. It's pretty quick to integrate. Machine Logic quickly just became a part of the Sourcepass family. Big Green's kind of had a different journey there. It's been a little bit slower. We've been a part of Sourcepass for 18 months, but have been kept as haven't been integrated as quickly. What's some of the logic behind that? What is the purpose behind, we're now 18 months in and we're starting to really dig into rebranding?
So the way Big Green IT and now the Microsoft Center of Excellence it was run and still is to this day was that bit unique from a traditional managed service provider in that a broader pool of capabilities within Microsoft, licensing agreements and capabilities within the portfolio that some of the MSP practice didn't use. And it was also growing fast and having really good performance. So one, we didn't want to take away that growth. But two, we want to preserve kind of the sacred nature of how they helped clients navigate the Microsoft portfolio. And we're worried if we integrate too quickly, we could disrupt that. So we wanted to get to a point to where we saw that it could expand the capabilities for Big Green IT, now Sourcepass MCOE clients, and our IT services clients on the MSP and MSSP side could benefit from it as well. And so for that reason, we've kind of kept it separately, and we're strategically merging elements as it makes sense to build a better client outcome, which is a big part of the MCOE launch we're doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. what things excite you about, officially launching this and kind of now having kind of some momentum on this front?
I think we've talked about it being a center of excellence for a while. We've referred to it internally, but being able to now share that externally and make sure people know that it's a resource center. We're business, so we're doing this to drive more business, to drive growth. But fundamentally, our business is to help people navigate technology and the intricacies that go into it. And so what's exciting is that I think Center of Excellence captures it well, in that we want to first be a resource, just help you make the right decision. As a part of that, we do some type of business together. And I think a lot of high value brands do that. I think of Gartner, right? Their knowledge base, there's not very many things in the world of technology that you can't get when you engage with them. And so they start with being a resource for knowledge and content, and then it translates to some type of very trustful business engagement. And we'll do the same thing with the MCOE. And I think you and the team are making a lot of efforts to do that. So
awesome. Yeah, and I've appreciated your heart to just be like, hey, we want what's special about Big Green to stay special as it becomes a Sourcepass MCOE. And a real picture of that is the frog, right? The frog is staying. It's this great branding icon, but it also ties back. Like, hey, it's still those same people. It's still the same company you love. Some of the colors change, the brand changed, but the frog's still there. That essence is there. But I'm also excited to see the team have access and our customers have access to the broader capability of Sourcepass if they need managed services or managed security, or they need a scale that we don't have in our kind of agile little division. We've got access to those resources, and I think it puts us in a spot to really give people the best of both worlds.
I think that's the goal, is that we want the culture and the style to be eerily similar to the clients, and that it's a client first mentality. We'll move heaven and earth for a client, but at the same time, they get access to our broader scale and capabilities that add more to it in addition to, but not replacing what was Big Green IT and is a great team of people and capabilities as well. And so that was the vision 18 months ago, and now it's kind of coming together now. So slowly but surely we got here. So
yeah, we're really excited. Well, I think it's an exciting time to I feel like the Microsoft ecosystem is just evolving quickly. So it's a great time to be in that space. What sort of things do you see it in the Microsoft space that excite you, that are interesting to you?
Microsoft is on fire. I mean, there's not a software out there that they are not investing in heavily and leading the charge on, which is great, because I think the capabilities for Microsoft as an enterprise have never been better. There's things a decade ago that they were dabbling in. I think we were challenging things. Hey, can Microsoft truly master voice? And now things like Teams and Advanced Team have taken off, and they truly can replace your business's enterprise phone system. What they're doing in AI, what they're doing with CRMs and ERPs, they really are at a point where I view the software capabilities are there, and they've delivered. What Microsoft now has is a challenge of, they are a software company. How do we now accelerate consumption into businesses of all sizes' hands? And so with that broad portfolio, which is a thesis of ours as well, being broad, comes complexity, or as you call, something that needs to be demystified. So to me, whether it is a 50 employee company or a 5,000 employee company, they all have the same issue, where they're having a lot of challenges determining what their digital transformation plans should be. It used to be, if you had internet connectivity, phones, and email, you had a business. Now you need to have an AI strategy, security strategy, a cloud strategy, an automation strategy, and it's a lot for businesses of any size. And beautifully, Microsoft is right there with solutions, but bridging the gap to get in their hands and navigating that appropriately to make sure you're doing it with the right price profile, you're using the right service, because sometimes people, it's not Microsoft's fault. They just were improperly scoped. They're using the wrong solution. And so I think that's a big opportunity for us and IT services companies in general, that there's a lot of opportunities to help people navigate Microsoft. And I think Microsoft benefits from it as well. And so I bring it up in that we're all in on Microsoft. We want to help complement these areas of opportunity with services. And if they want to be one of the broadest software providers in the world, we're trying to be the broadest service provider in the world. And so it's very complementary. And the Center of Excellence, although in its infancy today, this is the start of it. But we envision something very large and robust, and we won't be the first stop for anything Microsoft, and happy to help anyone run their business or run it more efficiently. And so it goes back to what I'm seeing out there is there's a big need for that. And we make good strides to fulfill it, but we still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there's a lot to navigate. I mean, it's just keeping up with the announcements from Microsoft is daunting. A lot of people are spending a lot of money with Microsoft and they don't know if it's configured properly. I'm spending $30, $40, $50, $60 a user on Microsoft products, and I don't know if I'm getting my value out of it. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity. Just people need somebody to help them navigate that ecosystem. It's just quickly evolving and broad. And so I love that perspective. Well, appreciate your thoughts and joining us here today. We're really excited about the Center of Excellence launching as an official thing, and exciting new website. And we're really going to be leaning into some new products. We're really pushing on the Microsoft front, where we've really tried to develop solutions that fit with the needs we're seeing in the market. We appreciate all the support you've given us, and just kind of the way you're the cheerleader for our department, and appreciate your time today to come chat with us.
From the top down of this company, everyone's invested in this strategy, and we have a great team. And so there's a big day for the transformation of our Microsoft practice, and looking forward to doing this again in short order to see all the growth over the next year. One thing I love hearing are the customer success stories. And for those that are listening in that do currently work with Sourcepass or are kind of evaluating Microsoft solutions, the biggest thing to know is that this is not always an incremental cost play, and that some of our most successful wins have actually added no cost or saved money in the context of licensing with Microsoft today. So we're not trying to add licensing when you come to the Center of Excellence. We're trying to transition that to us and help you optimize it. So sometimes our best consulting engagements actually have sold nothing incremental. It's just placing the licensing with us and then helping you leverage what you get with your E3 type licenses of Microsoft 365, or leveraging everything within what comes out of the box with Teams, or what type of co-piloting works best. Those are some of our best use cases, because sometimes you're paying for it today. You just need a partner to make sure you know how to navigate it, unleash it. And to me, that's the Microsoft Center of Excellence. We don't need to tell anyone that Microsoft is a partner and they need to use. We need to help people optimize it. And Nathan, those are the things I love hearing about, because it's helping our clients improve their business with what I'd call house money. And so that's kind of the big opportunity out there. And I don't think a lot of people are as focused on it as we are, or have your background, Nathan, to do this. And so appreciate you and the team's focus here. Keep advocating for our clients, and let's talk again another quarter.
Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today on the podcast. We're really excited about this launch. More to come, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Looking forward to it.